Hey guys, Rebecca T. Dickson, call me Becky. I'm really excited. I'm really jazzed up, and I wanted to pop on really quick and have a conversation. And I'm also going to, while we wait for a few people to hop on, share this out into my other group so that we can spread the love. Let me get in here. If you're on, say hello. Tell me where you're tuning in from in the world, and yeah, we're gonna have a freaking awesome conversation. Say hello. I see you tuning in. Thanks for being here. I am very fired up in this moment. I just had a massive download inspiration. Hey Rebecca, and I said live stream like right now. Let's go. Let's do this shit. Hey Cheryl, how's it going? We're gonna talk about obviously all the things that I usually talk about. Lily's here, New York State, love it. Hey Teodora, all the way over in Romania, right? Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, we're going to talk about fulfilling purpose. We're going to talk about releasing the gift. We're going to talk about ditching the inner critic and ditching excuses and getting rid of limiting beliefs and blocks. We're going to talk about the difference between dipping your toe in and actually executing and believing in yourself. And as always, because everything in my life is a teaching moment, I had a couple of experiences this week, and it's only Tuesday, that I wanted to show up and talk to you guys about, because I think that you're going to love them as much as I did. So, I am in the car going to the grocery store on Saturday. I actually posted about this in my Facebook group, Tune In, Turn On, which if you're not in there, get in there. Oh, Cheryl's in Montreal. Thanks for joining. Nice to see you. So I'm listening to satellite radio. Hey, Kiara. And they're doing this town hall interview with Steve Perry, who is back after, 37 years he's been gone from the music industry? Hey, Karen. And it was a wonderful interview they did. I actually, after I did my grocery shopping, I came back and I went online to get the whole thing and listen to it because I was just fascinated by what he was talking about. And since he's human, like the rest of us, he's had his own personal demons and stuff that he needed to go through in order to elevate and evolve and learn and release the limits to get beyond the plateaus, right? And so I'm always picking up language and stuff like that. And so one of the things that I did not know about him, and this was the really fun part, is apparently he's hypercritical of himself. He hears things in tracks and in music and as he's singing that other people don't hear. And what he noticed throughout his journey, and for those who you don't know, Steve Perry is the former lead singer of Journey. He's the man that they call the voice. Hello. He's the ultimate. It's freaking Steve Perry. There is no other. There's no comparison. But he was talking about this tendency he has to be hypercritical and to be a perfectionist. And I thought, well, this is fascinating because I talk about this all day long with my clients, right? But my point is, it impacts everybody. And how you learn to dance with this stuff determines where you end up plateauing or staying or where you're stuck versus how you can mold it, meld it, learn from it, work with it. And that's what he learned to do, and that's what I want to talk about today. So, do you perhaps do a live stream and then hate it and delete it? Do you put up a Facebook post, go back and look at it later and see that the words are all wrong and you said it wrong and delete it? Or leave it up and criticize the hell out of yourself for having it? Do you find yourself exhibiting these behaviors? Do you write a blog post and spend hours and hours on it and either not put it up or put it up and hate it and then take it down later or continue to perpetuate this belief that you suck? Do you find yourself having these conversations? Give me some feedback in the comments. I want to know where you're at. Most of the people that I work with have one or all of these tendencies. It's that voice in their head nonstop, that inner critic, that inner diva, that inner bitch, whatever you want to call it, that just says you're not good enough, you're not smart enough, you're not savvy enough, you don't use the right words. Yes, okay, Aaliyah, I deleted a post today. Beautiful. So we have this tendency, and sometimes it does get to the state of perfectionism or procrastination, analysis paralysis. They're all tied together, the limiters, right? But my point is we all have them. So I'm listening to this interview with Steve Perry, and he says he notices this stuff all the time. So what he figured out in order to elevate and continue on is his earphones, his booms. he turns the volume down so he can't hear himself. He can hear the music, but he can't hear himself, okay? So he's not criticizing himself as he's doing it. He's just doing it. And what he said was the most beautiful, beautiful part. What I've been saying for years. Hey, Diane. What he said was, it's my job to get out of the way and let it come out. And I was driving down the street and I went, yes, 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 that's it. That's the memo, okay? It's not your job to criticize it, to worry about it, to obsess over it, to perfect it, and to keep limiting the release. It is your job to get out of the way and let it come. We are not creating it. Do you understand that? We're not creating it, you beautiful beings. It's already there. It's already inside us. Our job isn't to dig in and get gritty and make it happen. Our job is to remove our excuses, our blocks, our limits, our crappy thinking, our hypercriticalness, all of that shit, and let it come out. And that is what he figured out how to do, right? And in his example, that was just music, obviously. Cheryl, I write from flow. Beautiful. This is how you get to flow. You get out of the way. You stop thinking about it. You stop, like right now, I'm having this conversation with you, right? I could be sitting here worried about my shirt and adjusting my hair, or, oh my God, my glasses are dirty. Or I can say, this has nothing to do with me. I need to remove me from the equation and let what wants to come out, come out. Do you see the difference? And so the mindset shift here, from a business perspective, from a lifestyle perspective, from an anything perspective, is it has nothing to do with you at all. Nothing. Nothing. What he said was, come out and let it come out. Yes. Yeah. What he said was, I needed to get out of my way. It's his job to get out of the way. And I was like fist pump in the air going crazy. I went back and listened to it 3 times. I was sharing it with my husband. I couldn't stop dancing around the kitchen. It was awesome. Thank you, Diane. Thank you. Yeah, divine truth. Totally, right? I'm missing all these comments. Aaliyah, oh my God, that's me. When I post, it comes from the heart. Beautiful. Okay, so you want flow, you want inspiration, you want all that? Get the hell out of the way. Stop thinking about it. It's got nothing to do with you. It's not your job to criticize it. There are plenty other people out there that will do that for you. Hey, Sam, how are you? So the takeaway, obviously, I mean, is Steve Perry, right? Hey, Stacy, you can't go wrong with Steve Perry. The dude is 69 years old. Yesterday, he released a new album, which instantly hit #1. He is the man. He is the voice. And how does he deal with his demons? The same way that everybody else does. You ready? Get out of the way. For him, he turns the volume down on the booms so he can't hear himself and criticize it. What a beautiful thing. And that, he said, allows him to just sing. So whatever thing it is that you're doing and then criticizing, how about you take your giant ego out of the way and understand that it has nothing to do with you. And yeah, you're going to suck sometimes. I suck sometimes. I have launches that are flops sometimes, but it's not about me. It's about, how can I get my message out today? What's burning inside me to just come out and talk about and share with everybody around me and light them up and inspire them and get them motivated to go do the things that they know that they're meant to do. That's all I'm interested in, right? So, like, it doesn't matter if I think I suck. It doesn't really matter if I want to participate in my own, I was going to say devolvement, but I guess it's more like a demolition. I can do that later. But for right now, this camera's on, or this blog post I'm typing up, or this Facebook Live I'm about to do, or this Instagram thing, I need to get out of the way and let it come out. Making sense? Stacy, on fire. Totally! Obviously, it's the best word in the English language. Obviously, yes. Stacy, amen. I needed this definitely, Aaliyah. Good. Really needed that message, Karen. Okay, beautiful. I'm so glad you guys are here to hear it. So if that's your job, to get out of the way, do you understand how this doesn't have to be hard? Do you get how easy that this can be? We're not like, I always go to the railroad analogy. We're not out on the railroad with the sledgehammers putting the ties in. This is not physical labor. We're not working 20-hour days. We don't have to do any of those things. All we have to do is get out of the way. What a gift. And when you do that and you drop back into your body and you get out of that craziness in your head, well, it's easy. And it feels really good. So how are you going to dance with your demons? How are you going to choose to just sort of push them off to the side a little bit so that right now, in this moment, you can be in your body and get in touch with what needs to come out of your mouth and share that? How do you want to do that today? You get to pick. Or do you want to participate in it and lift it up and keep telling yourself how much you suck and how much you can't do it and how it's impossible and how hard it is? Because either one will work for you, but you get to pick. And that's the beauty of it. What does it mean to get out of the way according to you as an online entrepreneur? For me, it literally means what I am doing right now. I am choosing to not participate in what my mind wants to do, which is, my sentences are incomplete. I might have dropped fuck there and I probably shouldn't have sworn. What if somebody doesn't agree with me or what I have to say today? What if I'm wearing the wrong shirt? What if somebody criticizes my messy refrigerator behind me? I am ignoring all of that because it has nothing to do with me. This has nothing to do with me. This is about me releasing, revealing, purging, giving to you the gift, which is the message, right? It's got nothing to do with me or my environment. I'm just giving you the message. That's what it means to me to get out of the way. Stacy, amen, amazing woman. Mwah, thank you. Okay, does that make sense? I think I just gave you an example. Yeah, it's not about us. It's not about us. And it's the same for all of you who are watching right now, who are hesitating to show up or hesitating to share your gift. It ain't about you. Get it? And when you start looking at it that way, it's a lot less complicated. It's a lot less complicated. So yeah, if you haven't heard that yet, I believe that it was on The Pulse, Sirius XM. It's probably on the archives on the internet. I listened to it 3 times. It was incredible. Get it. Love hearing people's opinions / experiences. Yeah. Total fire. Thank you, Stace. Thank you. Received. Love it. So, the gift, the message, the inspiration. It can't come through you. It can't come out of you. It can't be released if you are criticizing yourself, editing, critiquing, worrying, participating in nonsense going on in here. That's when you get stuck. And that's when it's all just jammed up and it's sitting here and you're frustrated and you're overwhelmed and why isn't everything working? It's the things that I put in place aren't working the way that I thought that they were going to. And oh, I'm such a mess and I'm never going to be a success and I'm never going to attain those goals. Get yourself the hell out of the way and start breathing, okay? There is a different way and it's a much better way. Carrie, cracking up at the imagined F-bomb, never ever change, miss. Mwah, love you. So much less complicated, totally. Beautifully said, amen to that. Thank you, Jane. Okay, awesome. Hey, Brandy, how's it going? So, if that's your job, if you just need to get out of the way, which obviously I wholeheartedly agree with, let's take a deep breath with that understanding, with that foundation. Okay, now I just have to get out of the way. Well, do I have something to say? Is there something here that's on purpose for me, that's burning to come out? That I do every single day and it lights me up. Probably something that I do without even realizing that I do it. This, by the way, is how most coaches begin their careers. They realize that they've been coaching others their whole lives. They just never called themselves a coach and they had a 9-to-5 gig, right? You notice that. And then you go, oh, and I have a way to say it? Oh, and people will pay attention? Hello, the advent of social media. Well, then it seems to me that that's your fucking job. It seems to me that if you're doing it already every single day and it feels amazing and it lights you up like this, like you're just like energy is flying out of your fingertips and you can see the flames going, that's purpose. That's fulfillment. That's what you're here to do. Brandy, yes, that was me. Totally. And yeah, the very act of choosing to do this, it wakes up some demons. It wakes up that inner critic. And those limiting beliefs and those blocks start to appear. Who am I to do this? What if nobody buys? What if nobody listens? What if I'm a loser? What if that launch fails? What if I suck? Blah, 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 blah. I'm not smart enough. I'm not good enough. I'm not pretty enough. Get out of the way, because it's not about you at all. That's the thing. That's the fucking thing. Don't die with that message inside you because your ego is telling you you're not good enough yet. Don't rob the rest of us from your wisdom and your gifts and your mad skills because your ego says it's not your time, or you're not pretty enough, or you look too tired, or nobody's going to listen. That's fucking selfish, straight up. And I believe that. I really do. It's your responsibility to get out of the way and let the gift come. Are we making sense? You need to work on this every day. You need to keep showing up every day. You need to keep revealing that gift every day. Inspire us. There has never been a time on the planet more relevant than right now where we are desperate to feel good and be inspired. Do you feel me? Is this making sense, guys? Ruth, oh my God, that's me, not enough. Yeah, it's everybody. That's what I'm saying. And if you missed the start of this live stream, I was talking about the interview with Steve Perry where he's hypercritical of his voice. And guys, nobody can touch Steve Perry's voice, but he's hypercritical of his voice. And what did he learn to do? Get out of the way. Diane, yes, making so much sense. Mwah. Aaron, holla. Good, good, good. Keep showing up. Keep doing the work. Help us understand. Help us feel better. Help us fucking evolve. We need it badly. We really, really do. And frankly, you are the only one who can deliver the gift inside you because you are the only one that has it. And yeah, there are 100 million coaches out there in 100 million different categories, but obviously there still aren't enough because people are still dealing with problems like this. And that's sad. So whatever your excuse is or your limit is about how you're not ready or you're not enough in whatever variety or can shape that it takes, it's a lie. Get out of the way. It has nothing to do with you. By the way, have you guys seen A Star is Born yet? The new movie with Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga? I have not seen it yet. I have only seen the trailer, which had me dancing on the table, I might add. Because, yeah. Okay, so I only saw the trailer, but she's belting out that song about how we're far from the shallow now. And if you haven't seen the trailer, go check it out for a little bit of context. You're not going to get anywhere staying in the shallow, my loves. If you're in the shallow, that's where you're thinking all the thoughts that we just talked about and talking yourself out of actually diving in and going for it. That's when you're still in the way, when you're in the shallow. So this is your invitation to go deep. This is your invitation to remove your ego from the equation and actually get in touch with what needs to come out right here. And actually give yourself permission to then let it come out right here without the judgment and the layers of crap and all of the excuses that you have for not releasing it. Because it's not meant to stay inside you. You're not meant to die with it. You were given it for a reason. And I really, truly, sincerely know that to be true. Do something. Do something for the rest of us if you can't do it for yourself. Get out of the shallow end. Please, I beg of you. Go deep. Go all in. We need you. We need you badly. And that was what I got out of Steve Perry today, which was amazing. It's just another reminder that the more successful you get, it's not that these demons or criticisms go away. It's that you are better at dancing with them. You know how to mitigate them better. And to me, that's the definition of success. You're not going to reach a point in life where you arrive or have made it and don't have similar thoughts. Like, that's just the nature of being human. So it's not about getting rid of it or getting rid of fear. It's about learning to dance with your fear and how you choose to handle it or manage it in order to continue to evolve and show up and release this. Get out of the way. That's what I got. And I may or may not have something coming for you soon in Boston. I may or may not. There's another video on my business page that might give you a big fat hint about what's going on there shortly. But I can't talk about it yet because I have to sign the paperwork first. So keep your eye out for that. And that's where I'm at today. Get out of the fucking shallow end, go all in, and remove yourself from the equation. It's not about you. And the rest of us, we're suffering waiting for you to get over your bullshit about how you're not good enough. Okay? That's what I'm saying. Yes. Thank you for the hearts. Mwah! And thank you for being here. I gotta go. I gotta get on a call. I'll talk to you soon. Bye!